Yo! Video games.
Lame and cheesy.
Shaolin Soccer is lame and cheesy.
It's a comedy.
And
it is a comedy.
I think fucking Devil Jin is comical as fuck. I think he's designed to be the weirdest
joke has that character ever made in the game?
What joke?
Yeah.
He doesn't make jokes.
Okay.
He looks like a joke.
He is the joke.
He is the joke. He's got devil horns and black lipstick.
I can't do it, guys.
He looks like Jin went to Hot Topic and spent at least $30.
Oh my god.
Watch Lars Team Tech.
Well, Lars, I think, is hokey. Like Lars just in general.
I think Lars is awesome.
His design.
Awesome. He's not hokey at all.
He's forced. He's a forced character into the series. His hair is literally wannabe fucking Dragon Ball. It is fucking hokey as shit.
It's a style.
With the fucking hair all over the place.
It's a style.
And a giant lion, a chest.
That's a part of the squad.
And he has like this wannabe cape thing going on. I'm like,
it's a cape.
It's not a cape. It's like cut with like fucking strings.
You think capes are hokey?
I don't think capes aren't. I think his cape is hokey.
What's wrong with that character? He's not hokey at all.
He's forced, and he's not cool. He is not a cool character. That is a forced.
Steve, you're going with me. I'm proving a point here. You're pretty much proving a point that hunk is all down to personal preference. Well, it's all down to personal preference. What is hokey or not?
Once again, that's redefining something. You can redefine something and say, "Oh yeah, you know, that's not really what it means."
Lars
but
is hokey, then wouldn't that mean Tekken is hokey?
No, because Tekken is Jin. Tekken is Kazuya. Tekken is.
But you just said a character from Tekken is hokey.
No, I didn't say a character from Tekken is hokey.
Lars.
I said yes, a character. There's plenty of characters that in Tekken are hokey. I'm not saying Tekken is hokey. Yes, there are hokey characters in Tekken that are hokey. But the main characters, which they focus on, which are Hayachi.
The character in Tekken is Heihachi.
Well, then,
always has been.
His hair is hokey.
They were trying to force Jin to be the main character for quite some time. Like it's the same thing with Street Fighter. With Street Fighter 2, they tried to force Guile to be the main character.
But the character that's consistently been in Tekken is Heihachi.
And same thing with Kazuya. Kazuya hasn't missed a single Tekken.
Kazuya missed fucking Tekken 3, dude.
Kazuya
is not in Tekken 3.
Hayachi's son, Kazuya, is not
in Tekken 3. He's dead at that point. And he comes back, he's still alive? Like, they do that hokey bullshit.
That's right. Okay, I'll let that go. They actually killed him off for a reason. And the same... Well, wait! Well, no, because...
Thank you, Overlord Knives!
Wait, when they killed fucking Hayachi, he wasn't in the other one either.
Elgato guy, thank you, man.
Hayachi wasn't in all of them.
Is not in Tekken 2.
Yeah. So there you go.
Both of
us were wrong there.
I thought his hair was hokey.
Heihachi is the most consistent character in all the Tekkens. Like, he is most consistently in almost all of them.
Almost all.
Yeah.
And same thing.
All the stories always revolve around fucking Heihachi. Do the stories always revolve around Kazuya? No. He goes in and out and does his own bullshit. You know what the fuck he's doing. Jin randomly changes character 3 or 4 fucking times, which is what I don't like about Jin's story at all. And then Heihachi is consistently fucking Heihachi. It's always about him and his family. Heihachi is the main character of Tekken. Always has been. Is Heihachi hokey as fuck? Yes. Willingly is hokey as fuck. Does he have serious moments? Absolutely. Hokey characters can have serious moments.
Yeah, but I mean, when you look at a character like Devil Jin, he always has serious moments. When you look at a character like Kazuya, he always has serious moments. Those characters don't have hokey, cheesy, lame moments. They have very serious moments throughout the entire series because the story is focused around those characters. I understand that Heihachi is also focused, but when you get to the story aspect of it, and not just like, oh, the Lee ending, which was fucking obviously hokey as shit.
JCCB.
Hey!
Thank you for the chicken, man.
Then you get to that point, then obviously, yeah, it's pretty cheesy, but you don't see that with the other characters. The hokiest thing I've seen is when he sends him into space on his giant fucking rocket. That's the hokiest thing I've seen out of Jin and out of Kazuya. Other than that, those characters are pretty fucking serious. And I wouldn't say that those serious moments with those characters are hokey. I would say that those are pretty fucking cool moments because those characters' designs are cool and they do cool moves and they have a cool story. Same thing with Neo. Same thing with Luke. Like, Luke isn't hokey to me. He has hokey moments where he talks to the fucking robot and, you know, he talks to R2-D2 and shit like that. But no, he's a serious character. Huh? Yeah.
What's hokey about him talking to the robot?
It's always comical in some way, shape, or form.
The robots are hokey.
Yeah, and when he interacts with them, it's a hokey moment. It is a cheesy, lame, funny moment. But when it comes to those characters, it's never been like that. And even with your character, Kenny, Eddie Gordo, there is nothing with Eddie Gordo that is not serious. Eddie Gordo has always been serious except for Tiger. Tiger is the only character that has been over the top with Eddie Gordo. But Eddie Gordo has always been a serious character. There are serious characters in the game. But then there are other characters like the sumo wrestler guy, I forget his name. But yeah, that are just pure comedy, straight up fucking cheese, all lame, all fucking all the time. And I get that. They're comic relief characters. Knock yourself out, have fun. But I'm sorry, when you have cool characters like Jin,
when 80% the cast is hokey as fuck.
80%.
Steve, control yourself.
80%. That's okay. There's nothing else.
Darth Bane, thank you, dude. When 80% the cast has super hokey storylines and endings, and even the main characters you're talking about do have moments of pretty hokey shit, I can't help but to explain, if it's over 51%, it is hokey. It is by definition, by rounding up, hokey.
So Max, would you play this?
Thank you very much.
Hey-o.
Why can't you just admit that Tekken's pretty hokey? Why can't you admit that hokey is such a bad thing?
Because by definition, hokey is lame. I don't think
that is just one thing of being hokey.
What? Well, I mean, it's not okay. There's three definitions. I can't remember what the third one was. Hokey was cheesy, lame, and something else.
Lame or
something else that was in it.
Cheesy is not good, Steve. Why can't you just admit that cheesy can be good?
I think cheesy is great when it's in comedy.
You just screamed up and down, jumping. Cheesy is bad.
When it's for serious things. When you think of something being serious and somebody says it's cheesy, then they're saying that that serious thing is comedy. You do understand that. Like,
what?
That means they're making fun of that thing that's actually...
No, they're not! Oh my god, Steve!
How is something that's supposed to be serious that's considered cheesy not considered, like... That's obviously bad, dude. What?
Very silly.
Very silly. Yeah, silly. Yeah, there we go. That was the third one. Silly, cheesy, lame. Those are all things associated with comedy.
I think Devil Jin is the epitome of silly.
Okay, let's put it this way, Steve. Let's look at Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
Okay.
It takes its story very seriously. Doesn't wink at the fucking audience. When Shadow the Hedgehog is running around with a fucking Glock, Game is playing rock music, and he's going, "Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?" No fucking humor in it. Not meant to be humorous. Not meant in any way, shape, or form to be a comedy.
JoJo's
Do not sit there and go, that's serious. It's not cheesy at all. It's not lame. It's not hokey. It absolutely is. And some people like it, not me.
Yeah.
But that is fucking cheesy as fuck. A fucking walking two-legged hedgehog with a Glock swearing in a children's game about a damn Chaos Emerald.
Pretty much.
And it's taken completely seriously. Are you going to sit there and tell me that's not hokey?
Exactly what Max was saying. It's perspective. If you
okay.
If you look at that and say, yeah, that's pretty fucking lame, then yeah, that's your interpretation of what you just saw.
You have a
Most of us
where like many characters, and they talk about this in the game and they've referenced it. Cheesy metal, best metal. That main characters in Tekken's storyline have literally fucking died several times and come back to life multiple times throughout its story. That is cheesy as fuck. That is not committing at all.
The Lindy
guy. Oh my fucking god. Yo! Jesus Christ, the Lindy guy. Thank you so much, dude. That is a lot of the Lindy's guy.
Holy shit.
Jesus God. Its core story, which is dead serious, revolves around characters that have died several times and come back to life.
Neo died and he came back to life.
Because the Matrix is hokey. It's cool. It is cool.
It's cool.
It's cool, but it's still hokey as fuck. The world is not one thing or the other. It contains multiple emotions and multiple perspectives. You can't just live or die behind that Tekken is awesome or fuck you.
I really wish we renamed it. If we gave it something else other than the word hokey.
But cheesy. He knows it. It's hokey, but he just doesn't want to just give it that word.
Okay, it's cheesy.
The true definition.
There has to be something else than hokey, dude.
Of awesome and hokey at the same time. Fucking Trigun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Trigun.
Super hokey and dorky, but
Yeah.
it's so fucking cool.
Tekken is
And I was
hokey.
like,
Yeah,
I remember,
And BLS Crow,
I
thank
remember
you.
watching Trigun, and I'm like, you know, like, without seeing it, I'm like, man, this looks kind of cool. And then I see it, it's kind of fucking hokey, but it's still fucking cool. There's a lot of hokey moments in the first Avatar.
Max, okay, you know what? I need
Yeah.
Max.
In
I need
There's
a.
so much
Oh, yeah.
hokiness.
All right,
It's
you know what?
bad.
I need a definition of all of you guys. What is something that you've seen that is serious and not hokey?
Serious and not hokey that we like?
Yes, Max, go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Serious
And not
hokey. No Country for Old Men.
Wow.
Schindler's List, Judgment at Nuremberg.
Serious, not hokey. So kind of terrifying.
So you guys are talking about like very depressing slash.
So you want fiction?
Yeah, I want fiction.
Okay, fiction that is
Yes.
not hokey. Blade
Yeah.
Runner. Blade Runner's kind of hokey.
There you go. Grave of the Fireflies.
Grave of the Fireflies. Well, that's actually based on. That's not as much fiction.
Sort of.
It's like let's just do something else.
Yeah.
Something that is super serious but not hokey.
Definitely. And fantasy.
And well, you're really picking it down.
Hamlet.
Is everything in fantasy hokey?
Hamlet.
Because that's what it comes down to.
I have to think about
Hamlet.
Yeah. And
because a lot of it is pretty hokey.
Yeah.
Hamlet,
That's what
Macbeth.
makes it cool.
I bet
A lot of
Macbeth.
times, the hokiness and all that kind of shit is what makes
You need
things
because
cool.
it puts the characters in their universe, like the way they act and how
Yeah.
hokey they are,
Right.
make them not believable.
Because the thing is
get
that
them not to act like real people.
the thing is that anything outside
Scepter
of
K, thank you.
anything
dude.
outside of the norm or outside of the normal, where it becomes obviously becomes fantasy, is what you guys are calling hokey.
I would say Akira,
Jinro.
Jinro or Akira are pretty good examples of not being hokey.
Kira is hokey as fuck.
It
He
has
turns into
some
a
weird
giant
moments.
fucking
For sure.
blob, and he explodes and says, and he goes, "I am
Fireball.
Akira." You're like, what the
I think
fuck is
that's
this shit?
more disturbing than it is hokey.
No, that's
Thank you, Fireball.
disturbing.
It is
That's-
definitely meant to be disturbing.
It's
Yeah, it's
when it
meant to
came
be
out,
disturbing,
when
but
I
it is-
saw it was disturbing.
It is meant to be disturbing, but it is cheesy as fuck because there's no possible way that a human character could even
Steve,
become
are, you
this.
are you trying to attach Akira to real life?
No, I mean that's what you guys are doing with Devil Jin, because the fact that no character or no human would actually have the
Tekken
horns
is
coming out.
entertaining. I agree.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah, because it's entertaining because it's cheesy.
I mean, you guys gotta understand that anything outside of the norm is which and what I'm implying. That's why I use Neo as an example, because everything that's outside of the norm, and this is what a bad idea does, absurd to the point of hokiness. He's using anything outside of the norm in Tekken to associate with hokey. And I'm telling you, this is fantasy. There are a lot of cool things. Same thing with Undertaker. Undertaker is obviously unbelievable. It's hokey as fuck, but he's cool. He's serious. Same thing with Kane. They're cool. They're serious. They are fantasy. We get it. They're
Undertaker's
fucking cool.
hokey as fuck, but cool. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying the whole
So you're saying we were right.
Berserk is serious. Thank
Hey,
you.
we did it, guys. Steve
I'm
just
saying-
said what we just.
I'm
That's
saying-
what we're talking about. We're not
Thank
saying it's
you.
a bad thing.
I'm
there
saying
we go.
what you guys are basically implying.
Yes.
Yeah, but you just said it that Undertaker's hokey but cool.
Because that's what you guys are saying.
So you don't agree? You don't agree?
I don't agree with the term hokey.
Well-
That's what I'm saying. I wish you guys
Okay,
would
well, you know what?
rename it.
You don't have to agree.
You're
But
right.
you don't
I
have to agree.
I don't.
But that's
Steve
why
is-
we
Steve
look.
is a
But that's how.
walking- Steve
So
has
when
been-
we say
Steve has been
it,
a
you know
walking
what we
YouTube
say. So you know how we feel when we say it. You don't have to use the same term for yourself, but now you know what it means for us.
Okay.
Steve has been a walking YouTube comment this entire argument. It's been pretty crazy
Yeah.
that you can get so triggered by us just using a word to
that
describe something.
that doesn't describe
I think
what
it
is happening.
perfectly describes.
Well-
I think it perfectly describes Tekken. Do I love it for being hokey? I actually kind of do. I like a fighting game that doesn't take itself super seriously.
Perfectly fine.
I really like that.
Okay.
But at the same time, there's a level of, and it's a bit different in Street Fighter. What's the term we would use for Street Fighter?
For what? What it is?
Goofy.
Yeah.
Street Fighter has turned, like Street Fighter 4 and 5 are kind of goofy.
Yeah. Some
And that's
characters.
different than hokey. In
Yeah.
my
They're
opinion.
wacky. All
They're
over the top.
wacky,
Wacky,
and over
goofy,
the top and
silly.
goofy. And that's a little bit different than being cheesy. Like that's like I find Laura goofy
Wacky.
in her design.
Wacky, goofy, silly, cheesy.
Well, I just said goofy.
Okay, but I'm giving you all these words.
Well, yeah, but
Wacky,
you're now clumping things completely together with what hokey is.
wacky, goofy, silly, cheesy. Those don't go together at all?
No, I don't think so. I think goofy is defined differently. I think goofy, here, let's see what the actual definition is.
Wacky, goofy, silly, cheesy, guys. Those don't go together. And this is why
Those are all different things.
Fuck. That's all I
Goofy
like
is
to
just foolish or harmlessly eccentric.
silly.
Like foolish. Like
Which is some of the endings in Tekken. Some of the endings are like that. Like
yeah, absolutely. Some of them are
like that.
absolutely.
Yeah, over the top. Yes.
Over the top.
They're a lame attempt at becoming comedy.
I think those are not this. I don't think those are the same thing. By definition.
Hokiness is a shoto.
Hokiness is a shoto, and
Yes.
JoJo is not hokey, and Berserk is serious.
Somebody said JoJo is
This
not
all
hokey.
boils down to the fact that people can't stand that things are hokey. Does everything you like have to be super serious? If it does, then you're totally allowed to call it super serious. I don't care. I mean, but I'm just shocked that you can't accept the fact that it is hokey in some way. Like that is the bigger amazement that.
Because you define it as mainly being just hokey or silly or cheesy or lame. Like you don't like it seems that you don't because it's I don't want to.
I think Tekken. I think that.
Yeah,
because the game has been doing that for 7
years.
fucking
yeah,
games.
it's been doing that since the beginning, but with certain characters. I keep saying that.
Well,
like
the
even
majority of characters.
like even
Actually, it would be the majority. man.
It's like
even Brian.
the characters do that.
Even Brian
It's 20%
ending.
of
Steve,
mid-tier.
so you're saying the 20% of what represents Tekken is
I can't say that the whole game is serious. There's no way I can say that.
I've been watching Tekken all the
I
fucking
can
Tekken
never
endings.
say that the whole game is serious fucking tone and shit like that.
Okay,
but
so-
the
but
main
you can't
focus
say-
but the main focus, and even look at the movie. Let's look at the movie.
Steve, do not take the movie because it was barely even made by the people who made Tekken.
Really?
Barely. Like, they pretty much said, yes, you can make a Tekken movie, and you can have our characters, and they completely went nuts with it. That's why it fucking sucks. It was different than Capcom, who had a lot of, like, interpretation
Input
with
and
it
shit.
and input. You're talking the manga, like, manga entertainment animated movie? I do not
Which
use
movie
that
are you
as-
Which movie are you referring
I'm
to?
thinking you're talking about the animated Tekken movie.
The live action.
talking
Yeah,
about
live
the-
action.
no?
No, I'm sorry. No. Okay, no.
If you're talking about the live action.
No,
and
not at all.
actually-
We don't talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the live action.
Yeah, we don't even know what that is.
All right.
Yeah, we blocked that
You're
out.
talking about the animated movie. Very
Yes.
little representation came from the people who made Tekken on that film.
Right. I was gonna use a point to agree with you here that the majority of the movie is about Shayu and her hokiness with all the other characters, and then a small part of it is about the seriousness between Jin and Kazuya. That is literally what Tekken is. There is a large part of it that is hokey, funny, all that silly stuff, and then the small part that is serious. But guess what? In the trailers, they focus on the hardcore stuff. In the game, they focus on the hardcore stuff. When you play the game, the storyline is focused on the hardcore stuff.
The trailers focus on.
Yeah, the trailer. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the advertisements.
The trailers. Biofall.
Hey,
Holy shit, dude.
Biofall.
Yo!
Thank you
Doing
so
generous.
much, Biofall. Holy fuck, man. Trailers can be anything.
Yeah?
Trailers can take Spaceballs 2 and make it look better and more serious than Star Wars.
Yeah.
You can't trust. I make trailers. Like, trailers are to take the best of something and interpret it in a certain way within a very small period of being that.
Yeah.
Why would you ever trust a trailer?
Because the majority of trailers represent the
No, they don't. Like, trailers are made to do one thing: to get you to buy a product.
Okay,
There's their gut.
I'm just gonna use random examples. When I saw the trailer to Terminator 2, it represented the movie just right.
No, it didn't. The trailer to Terminator 2 was not in the movie at all. And the trailer to Terminator 2 made Arnold look like the bad guy. Arnold wasn't the bad guy. He was the good guy. Your fucking argument is completely invalid.
I need to see a trailer. I need to see a trailer right now, dude. I need to see the trailer right now. I need to see the Terminator 2 trailer right now, dude.
Fuck.
Because I know for a fact that the reason why I didn't want to see the Terminator movie is because I knew Arnold Schwarzenegger was a good guy. Because the trailer showed you that he was a good guy. And I told my brother, this fucking trailer is stupid.
Fine,
Simmons,
I
pause it right now.
keep hitting the damn touchpad.